Hey guys, long time no see. This is Zerbeth, and I wanted to upload a new video talking about Battle Force 5, which I know I haven't talked about in the past, but these past couple months I've decided I wanted to start collecting it. So there's a lot, like a ton of super hard cards to find in this set, and I mean a lot, like way more than Accelerators ever had. And I've had a lot of fun collecting it, and I'm not finished yet. I'm getting there, but there's still quite a few pieces I have to track down, but I've been able to track down a lot of the rare ones, so I've kind of wanted to go over that and talk about the people that I got it from and, so on and so forth. So the first one, this is my first one I got, and I know some of you are going to scoff at this because this is a really hard one to find, and that is Riptile. I actually posted in the Reddit, the Accelerators Reddit, asking if anyone had any information on Battle Force 5 or if they had any cards that they'd be willing to trade or let me buy. And I can't remember his name, but this guy reached out to me and said, hey, I have a Riptile. And at the time, I really didn't know how rare Riptile was. But he said he wanted to trade for a carded side draft from Highway 35, and I had one. So I wanted to get into the set, and I was told by a few people that it's definitely worth the trade. So I went ahead and got it, and I'm glad I did because I haven't seen another one of these pop up since I've been collecting. So it's definitely a harder one to find. I've heard it's the hardest Vandal to find. I think he might be tied with Primeval, but I'm not sure. Either way, I'm really happy to have it. I'll give you kind of a close-up of it. It's a really cool looking car, and it does look a lot like the car from the show. And there's the back. So yeah, pretty cool. And that was my first one I ever got. So the next one I got, and again, it's going to be kind of shocking that this is the next one I got, was Splitwire. So as far as accelerators goes, people that are really into accelerators actually do know what this car is. And that's only because this is kind of like the chicane of Battle Force 5. People love this car. I gotta say, I love this car too. But from what I've seen, it's definitely not the rarest one. It's definitely up there. Like, it is definitely rare. But it's definitely not the rarest one in my experience. It may just be because I got it at a weird time. Or I got, my friend Krytus was on Discord. He's the one that actually let me get it off of him, and he was very nice about it, and he was definitely willing to. He had a few in his collection, so I'm really thankful for him for letting this go. It's beautiful. The back actually has the number 14 on it, which I don't remember what he said that was why for, but either way, other than that little mark on it, it's like really nice packaging. The car looks beautiful, so definitely another beautiful piece to have. Next two I got in a lot on eBay. I was really surprised when these came up. I got it instantly. Was two more Vandals, and that's Fangor and Scarab. So both of these cars, from what I've known when I started collecting, are very rare. Like, I didn't think I was ever going to find Scarab or Fangor, at least. But actually, a guy uploaded probably about 20 of these on eBay. I don't know how or why he had so many. But basically, it turned this car in from extremely rare into just kind of common. Because, I mean, he had them on there listed for cheap, and I just happened to get one. I think they're still up there as of March. So, definitely a really cool car, though. It's from the second season. You can see it has the catapult on the back. So that's pretty cool. And then Scarab is probably one of my favorite characters from the show. He's so funny. But his car is really cool, too. It's definitely heavy. You can feel it in the packaging. Like, this one's super light. Well, it's not super light, but it's lighter than this one. This one feels really heavy. So definitely really cool to look at. And there's the backs of them with Hatch and Callus. So those are really cool. I really like both of these cars a lot. So the next one I got was from a really nice guy down in Mexico. Again, I'm blanking on names of these people, so I'm sorry, but you guys know who you are if you're watching the video. He had some stuff in his collection that he was willing to let go of, and I was very thankful for him because they were not the rarest cars, but they were definitely uncommon, and that would be Water Slaughter, Fused Water Slaughter, and Fused Battle Mode Zelix. And both of these are signed by Kevin Cow. I think that's how his last name is said. And he's actually the designer of these cards. So it's really, really cool to have signed pieces of Battle Force 5, especially when they're on cards like these. These are really, really cool. And when I got this in, I thought this was really funny. I was looking at this, and I really like the art for the Fuse line. The characters look really cool on the background. When I was turning this around, look at this. That is not Hatch. Or sorry, that's not Sever. That is Grimian from... and he rides Primeval, and he was... he's on the Vandals, but that's the wrong picture. So I always thought that was really funny when I got this. So it's kind of like I own a carded Primeval as well, even though, you know, I still have to get him carded. Hopefully I'll find him soon. Oh, let me not forget about this. He also had this in his collection, which was a loose, literally mint, like out of the package, Splitwire. And this thing screams beauty when you look at it. I mean, when I took this out of the box, I was like speechless. This thing is beautiful. The wheels are gorgeous, like the blue on it with the I don't know how to describe that color, but it's like it's gleaming like in the sun. It just looks so good. It has like a sparkle finish almost. It looks so good. It's just really cool to have a loose one as well as one in the packaging. It's just awesome. So the next is another friend off Discord. He goes by P4, and I bothered him so much to try to get him to give me some of his stuff. So sorry for that, but I ended up making a pretty sizable trade with him. So thank you for that. It's just the Scarab, which is just like this one, but it's from the first wave or first season. So the cards and the cards are exactly the same, but the card on it is different in wave 1, and it looks like this. So it has like a more cartoony art on it, and they came with weapons and everything like that, which, I mean, the weapons are kind of mediocre, if I'm being honest. The only weapon that actually kind of looks good is on Zelix, and this one's actually built in on the Fuse line. But in the wave 1, when it's like this, the weapon actually comes off. And that's the only weapon I think is pretty cool because it looks pretty accurate. But I mean, Hatch doesn't use any of this, you know. So, kind of funny, but this is definitely rare. Like, pretty rare. Like, wave 1's not super rare, but there are cars in it like this one that are rare because it's not even on the back. Like, you can see the lineup that they have for the first season, and Hatch isn't even on here. So I always thought that was kind of funny. So yeah, he gave me that. And then next, he was able to... This is my most recent one, and this one is definitely my favorite, and that is Venikus, or Kaibori, from the Red Sentience. I mean, this is an absolutely gorgeous car. I've always been a fan of this car. Ever since I saw the series, I thought this car was such a cool design. You know, kind of like Tangler and Agura. Just the Red Sentient version. This is definitely what I think, probably besides either Riptile or Splitwire, that this is probably the rarest one that I have, except for this next one that I'm about to show you. But in the packaging, I mean. Like this one, I have some loose ones. I don't have this loose. I hope to one day get it. But this one is super, super, super rare to find, and like I said, I bothered this guy so hard to try to get him to trade this, and he finally agreed, and we finally came to a trade that he was happy with, and so I was very thankful for him to let this one go. This will be in my collection probably permanently. So that is just amazing, and then he was also traded this in the same kind of trade that we made, which is loose. Vilerix, yeah, Vilerix, I think that's how you say it. And it's another Red Sentient, and there's not really any videos or pictures of this guy out there, and it's really cool to look at. It's fun to play with on the ground. But he actually has like a pivoting cockpit like this. You can kind of see it rolls around. That's pretty cool. Like, this is a really outgoing design for Hot Wheels, I think. I think this was pretty bold for them to try to make this. And it actually turned out really cool. I actually really, really like this, even loose. I would hope to get it in the packaging like Venikus. it's it's probably gonna take me a while to find it or find somebody who's willing to trade it or let me buy it. So, but I'm happy with having it loose too. So that's kind of like the. I've had a lot of mail come to me about Battle Force 5, but these are kind of like my favorites, like all the stuff that I've shown you. Get that split wire in there. Or not. So yeah, this is what I've been able to get for the probably past 2 months, and it's been definitely a heck of a ride trying to get all these, and you know, just talking with people and trying to convince them to trade, and just waiting them out, and because I'm pretty patient. So thank you to everyone who has helped me get these. Very generous, and hopefully I was able to make some sort of trade that was equal. Just very, very hard set to complete. I will say that. Like I said, there's still quite a few out there that I don't have. I still need to get Vilerix in the packaging. I need to get Primeval. And honestly, Primeval and Vilerix is probably the last two I need as far as packaging. Definitely two hard ones to leave last, but I'm definitely happy with what I have. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this is a nice kind of change of pace from the Accele Racers. I do still collect Accele Racers. I just wanted to kind of take a break from that and kind of just show these off, because these are really cool, and I think they're also very underappreciated. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully I'll have some more new stuff to show you. So thanks.